Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is Fiber to Fabric from class 7 NCERT Science. I already uploaded so many videos. If you not watch that video, then you can check out my channel or go to my description box where I will provide you the previous videos link, and you can go to the link and directly you can click on the link and you can go to the video. So it's a very interesting part where what we are learning today, fiber to fabric. Without wasting time, let's get started with a small intro. I never made it. Fibers. Fibers are mainly two types. One is natural and another one is synthetic. Natural fiber is two types. One is a plant, another one is a animal. Some example you can say cotton, jute in the plant fiber, where animal example you can say wool and silk. Now let us discuss about the wool. Wool is nothing, it's a very soft curly fiber obtained mainly from the fleece of domesticated sheep. So mainly we are getting wool from the domesticated sheep's fleece. Fleece indicate to the hair, okay? Fleece is a hair part of the sheep. So mainly from the hair part of the sheep we are getting the wool. There are so many different wool building animals are there. You can see in the figure yak, camel, goat, sheep, alpaca. These all are responsible for the production of the wool and they are bearing for the wool production only. Next we will see some properties of wool where we can find the lightweight, heat insulator, absorb the large amount of water, high tensile strength, then resilient, elastic. These all are the properties of wool. There are different ways of process which we need to follow while we are preparing the wool. So the first process is called shearing of the sheep. In this process what we will do, we will take out the fleece part of the sheep in a proper way. Then scouring in the tank where we need to clean all the dirt and another things we need to boil properly. We need to clean, actually we need to clean here. Then scouring by the machine and then finally rolling into the yarn. Let us check out some uses of wools in our daily life. So we need to use the wool in making the carpets, sweater, shawls, and even the speakers and piano hammers. Now let us check it out. What about the silk? First we will see the life history of the silk moth. So the first process or the first step in the life history of the silk moth is the moth lay eggs. The moth lay eggs. Then the second step is the egg hatch giving the silkworms and larvae. Third step is silkworms eat mulberry leaves and grow in size. During this phase they shed their skin 4 times. Shedding of skin is called molting. Fourth step, silkworm begin spinning their cocoons. Cocoon is the outer white color parts. Fifth step, silk farmers collect cocoons. Filaments are obtained from cocoons by the process called reeling of filature. Silk fibers are then spun into the silk threads. Processing of the silk fiber from the silk cocoon. Cocoons are gathered, cocoons are boiled, cocoons are dried and brushed, filaments are joined and twisted, thread, raw silk is made and wound on the reel. Now let's check it out some uses of silk. We can use silk in making saris, bulletproof vest, dresses, parachutes, bicycle tires, and even some non-absorbable stitches in the surgery. Now let's discuss the mind map of fiber to fabric once again what we learn in this chapter. Fiber to fabric. First we see fibers. It's mainly two types. One is the natural, another one is synthetic. In natural we seen the two kinds of fiber, that's a plant and animals. In animals again we see it's a two types, wool, silk. Again, in wool yielding animals are yak, goat, sheep, rabbit. Processing of wool is shearing, sorting, scouring, carding, dyeing, and weaving. In the silk, it's a sericulture, and second one is processing of the silk fiber from the silk cocoon. This is the mind map of fiber to fabric. I hope everybody clear the concept of fiber to fabric.